It's that time again. I've already been out here for a little while, but I felt like this was a nice, beautiful spot to film an intro. Today I'm going to be trying BFS for the first time with my new BFS combo. This is my Trika 10X light power, fast action 7-foot rod. The Trika TI100 reel is pulled up with 10-pound Daiwa J-Braid X8. We got an 8-pound Daiwa J Fluoro leader, and we're going to be trying some various swim bait combinations today. I've already had a few surprise catches, so come along with me and let's try BFS. Go. Didn't take long. What we got here? All right, little Smallie to start things off. First fish on the new BFS combo. Boop. Oh, there's a big fish there. That was a big fish, whatever that was. I don't know if I just bumped into a carp or what. That was something big. All right, this is a way deeper hole than I thought. I'm definitely glad that I'm wet wading and not wearing my waders. What was that? That could not have been a fish. What was that? Oh, the bird. That hawk caught a fish. Got one. It's a little better fish. All right. That feels great on this rod. Holy moly. This might be a largemouth. Yep. Not a bad one, especially for a tiny creek. Oh yeah. Not bad at all. I will definitely take that for a tiny creek largemouth. Believe it or not, that's actually my biggest largemouth of the year. I've caught hundreds of smallmouth this year, but not many largies. There you go, bud. Wow, very nice. Guys, I honestly don't think that many people come back here. I went the opposite of the way that people traditionally travel along this creek, which flows into another river, and there's a nice path, and there's no path along this part of the creek, and the part that I waded through was really difficult. It had huge boulders everywhere. It was up to my armpits, and that's really the only way to get here, other than a kayak, I suppose, but I really don't think many people come back here. And for the record, I have never been back here myself. This is my first time. This is such a cool spot. I really hope we get into some more fish back here. Got one. Got one. But what do we have? Another little Smallie. Oh my gosh, this spot just keeps getting cooler and cooler. I mean, this place is right next to a road, but look how beautiful. And like I said, I don't think many people come back here. I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't run into a single rock bass. I have always caught rock bass in this creek, and they get pretty big, and just because of how difficult it is to get to this spot, I feel like there might be some really big ones in here. Hopefully it doesn't drop into a big, deep, mysterious hole right here. Now, once we go beyond this point, I'm gonna say with confidence that not many people have been back here. Wow, look at this mussel. Ooh. Giant freshwater mussel. There we go. Oh yeah. Another decent fish here. Smallmouth. Not sure how well he's hooked, so let's get the net out. All right, best smallmouth of the day for sure. Nice little fish, and he's got really sharp teeth, which tells me that he's not back here munching on crayfish. He's definitely eating these minnows that I've been seeing swim around. All right, we're getting progressively shallower now. I haven't seen a deep hole for a minute, and if we don't see one soon, I'll probably turn around and we'll start heading back. Oh, there's definitely a Smallie right there. Definitely a Smallie there. Might have to come back for that fish. So I think I'm gonna hit this stretch and then I'm gonna turn around, but real quick, I'll just kind of walk you through my strategy and what I'm looking for when I pick apart creeks like this. I'm looking for spots where the bank is undercut, where a fish could hide. I'm looking for structure like rocks and laydowns. I'm looking for shade. That is a big one on a hot day like today. It's about 85 degrees and we've got shade along this bank. So what I'm doing is positioning myself over here. There's definitely not gonna be a fish baking alive in the sun. They're going to be in the shade, so I try to keep my distance from the shaded areas and cast into them and make sure I check all of them, because that is likely where the fish are going to be today. Check it out, guys. Little leopard frog. There's another frog right there. Okay, well, it's shallow all through here, and I think it just stays shallow the rest of the way. I think we've passed all the big holes. And so we're gonna turn around and head back in the opposite direction, back to where we started, but we'll probably continue on in the opposite direction when we get there. I did make a bait change because now that the sun's out, the water clarity seems a lot better. This right here has quickly become one of my favorite swim bait combinations. This is the 1/8 ounce Mega Bass Okashira jig head in weed green camo, and the Z-Man minnows in redfish toad. And this combination looks extremely natural in the water. So let's start making our way back. We're gonna move a little bit quicker and then we'll start going in the opposite direction. There we go. Finally got one. Little rock bass. This must be the fish that I was missing on the pulse jig a little earlier. Look here, guys. Not sure if it's alive or dead. I think it might be dead. Neat little dragonfly. And by the way, guys, if you're curious about any of the stuff that I'm using today, like my new BFS combo or the baits that I'm using, or even my wading boots and socks or my net, any of that stuff, I put links to pretty much everything I use in my fishing videos down in the description. Some of them I have discount codes for you. Some of them I don't, but if you watch the channel, then you know that I have a penchant for extremely nice fishing gear. I also keep all of my discount codes organized in my link tree. There's a link to that on all my social media or at the top of my YouTube main page. And that's the end of my pitch. Let's keep moving. Got one. Another rock bass. Pretty nice one. Anytime I see a little pipe or inlet where water is trickling in, gotta make a cast right at the end of it. Seems like there's always something there waiting for food to come to them. All right, we are back at the point where I first started, and I went up there and checked on my car just to make sure it wasn't broken into or stolen, and we're all set. So let's continue on here in the opposite direction this time, going downstream, see if we can find any more fish. Got one. Decent little smallmouth. He was right under that stick, right there in the shade. Oh, nice one. Largemouth. Oh, yes. Man, I never have caught largemouth here, and these are actually pretty nice ones. Oh yeah, good fight on the BFS combo. Tighten the drag up just a little bit here. What a beautiful fish. Bigger than the first one for sure. Oh my. That is a beautiful fish. Wow. I mean, look at that thing, guys. Beautiful. I mean, that's gotta be about a 2.5 pounder right here in this tiny little creek. Amazing. Okay, so we are now at the mouth of the creek that we've been fishing, and it's now dumping into a river, and we should run into some deeper water here, some bigger holes, and who knows, maybe even some bigger fish. We've already caught one right here at the mouth. Wouldn't be surprised if there are more. Got one. Oh no, we lost him. I think it was a small largemouth there. Ah, dang it. All right, I don't think I'm gonna go much further because it's starting to get pretty deep and I can't see through the water, which is making it kind of dangerous. I'm probably gonna trip over something here soon. But I think I'm gonna hit this lay down, and then I'm gonna hit this nice shady area over here, and then we'll turn around and start heading toward that bridge. that was a fish. That was a fish. What was that? Oh, was that a pike? Yep. We just got piked hard. No. I felt like it had some weight to it as well. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. We just got piked. I mean, I should have known. This is a very pikey looking spot. Might have to come back here with the appropriate gear and go after Mr. Esox Lucius. All right, let's very carefully make our way back here to some land, and we'll retie. Oh boy, look at this dragonfly, guys. How crazy would it be if a bass just came up and whopped that thing right now? All right, sticking with the Okashira and minnows combo, this time with the Slam Shady color. One thing that I also do with these baits is I just take that tail and I stretch and massage it out, and that gives it a little bit wider swing. It lets me slow down the retrieve just a little bit more, and it also creates a little bit more side-to-side roll. There we go. That's a nice fish too. A little bit bigger Smallie this time. Another one right in the mouth of the creek, that is. Of course I caught him in the mouth. Wow. Finding some really nice fish today for this creek. Normally this stuff is a lot smaller. I mean, wow. About an 18-incher, 17 at least. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a really nice, beautiful smallmouth bass on the BFS combo. Nice fish. Got one. Not gigantic. Another Smallie. We'll certainly take it. All right, so in my opinion, this right here is the best looking deep hole in the entirety of the river. And I've been here 3 or 4 times and I have never caught a fish in this hole, and I just find it unbelievable. There's a lot of depth here. There's a lot of structure. There's a lot of food. You got insects and minnows everywhere, and I have never caught anything here, not a bass, nothing. This hole is also a total minefield for giant boulders. It is very difficult to get through here. Got one? Oh yeah! Oh, another little Smallie here. There we go. Just a little one. First time I've caught a fish in this beautiful hole. All right, I've gone about as far as I'm willing to go. If you guys take a look at the bank here, you'll see we've got baseball, softball, basketball, and beach ball sized rocks in a pretty even spread. And that is exactly what the bottom looks like where I'm walking. And visibility is low, so it is very difficult to traverse the bottom here. And I keep running into those big beach ball sized rocks, and it's only a matter of time before I face plant again. So I'm gonna walk very slowly back to the creek mouth. I might throw a couple casts there and a couple on the way back to the car, but after that we're gonna call it quits. Ooh, deep, 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 very deep, very deep. All right, for the last stretch here, I'm going to try out something new. This is the 3.5-inch panorama rigged swim bait by 6 Cents. A very hyper realistic crappie pattern. See if we can get one more bass on the way out. The tail kick on this bait is very aggressive. I like that. Oh, my bait was fouled up. He came out and ate it anyway. How good are you hooked though? Ooh. Not bad. My bait was completely fouled up. Wasn't expecting a bite there, but I guess it's just so realistic looking. He didn't care. Well, calling it quits here. About to get out and head home, but I had a good day. Had a lot of fun trying out BFS. Caught a handful of good fish. Can't complain at all. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.